So this little model is the new OMP EVO Mk2 with the OFS3 on it. And it doesn't belong to me, it actually belongs to a friend of mine. However, he's getting loads of requests about how does it work with VBar, because he's stuck a VBar Micro Receiver on here. So I'm going to take you through this, and we're going to show you how the Micro Receiver works. And it's a little 6-channel Micro Receiver from Mikado. And it actually works really well with the VControl. But anyway, I'll show you how it works. We'll install the Macrocells and then we'll get it flying. So the first thing you're going to need is the new OMP Hobby M2 EVO Mk2, and this is with the OFS3. The second bit you're going to need is the VBar receiver. So this is the new 6-channel receiver from Mikado. This is currently €69 from Mikado in Germany, and will fit perfectly well on top of the flybarless on the M2 without any sort of modification. And it's really easy to route the antenna straight to the back and just 2 cable ties and let them go out straight. And the third thing you need to do is to make a lead that's going to link from the SBus on the flight controller to the auxiliary on the micro receiver. And you do this using an OMP servo lead as well as a Spectrum satellite lead, and I'll put the part numbers in the description below. But you need to build up a lead that looks like this, and that'll go from SBus to auxiliary. Now, to get all of this to work together, it does actually use Macrocells. And there is a Macrocell file provided. There's a link in the description below. But to get the Macrocells onto the VControl, the first thing we need to do is we need to plug the VControl via USB into your PC. It won't recognize the VControl as a shared folder. So on the VControl, we need to go into Transmitter Settings, Setup. And the very top option is USB mode. So we're going to push the button that says USB stick mode. Once we've done that, the VControl should appear as a folder on your machine. If you navigate to the macros folder, you might see some existing macros, so we need to copy that file into that folder. So this means that the macros file is now available to be loaded into a model. Now at this point, if you've got everything wired up correctly, you should be able to power up the model, and the VControl will go straight into the new model wizard. As long as you select SBus, all the other settings such as name, you can just do whatever you like with, and finish the wizard. Go into Model Setup, Macrocell Setup. So check that the I/O configuration is set to Aux1 to SBus, which is the red icon. Close that screen. Click Load Macrocells and choose the file when prompted, and it will load, and then you can close the menus. What you should have configured now is a bank switch for 3 flight modes, your motor switch for off, idle and run, and your option 3 switch for stability mode. All your pitch curves should have 0 at mid-stick. So bank 1 is your reduced negative collective and your lowish head speed for calmer flying. Bank 2 is your full pitch range, medium head speed, and then bank 3 is your full pitch range with high head speed. So head speeds can be changed in macro 39, so that's banks 1 to 3, and then you can leave bank 4 as it is. And pitch curves can be changed in Macrocells 33, 34, and 35 for bank 1, 2, and 3. To adjust your agility, scroll up on the home screen and adjust the aileron, elevator, and rudder values. And then to adjust expo and agility on the same screen, you go to Flight Parameters, Aileron, Elevator. I put a full description of the specifics in the description below. And that should be it, ready to fly. Now, as I said, this isn't actually my model. I'm doing this as a favor for someone else. So if you have any questions, you can ask them in the comments section below, and I will try and answer them myself, or I'll get my friend to try and answer them. And if you get it going successfully, perhaps you can have a look at some of the questions that other people have got and answer them. And let me know if this works out for you.
Timer's 1 minute, 30 seconds.